Today we're going to learn how to make a foam printing plate for printmaking. We're going to be making a cityscape on a watercolor gradation wash. So what you need to start today, we're not going to be painting, we are going to be drawing. You need a 4x6 piece of paper, a foam printing plate, see it's thicker, a pencil and a pen. And if either one of these resources run out, you know where to find them. The pens are next to the pencils on the counter. So what we're going to do, we're going to be making a cityscape. A cityscape is just kind of like a landscape, but instead of drawing trees or hills, we're going to be drawing buildings. So I'm going to use my scrap piece of paper to get this drawn in. We want to really practice sketching this because once we put it on the foam printing plate, you can't erase it. You can't erase something that you've dug into, which is what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be pressing hard into the foam, and you can't erase that. So that's why we're taking our time and we're practicing our city drawing. So I have my city. I have it exactly the way I want it so that if I were ready to transfer this to my foam printing block, I'm going to do that now. So now I have my foam printing block in front of me. I also have my drawing close so that I can look at this as I draw. So I'm going to start by just kind of lightly sketching into this foam block, and you're going to feel the pencil kind of press into the foam plate. See how I'm making my buildings fill up this entire foam sheet? You want it to be as big as possible so that when we print it onto our paper, it's taking almost the whole space. So I'm going to continue. I'm pressing into the plate, but I'm not breaking through to the back of it because we don't want to make any holes in our printing block. And so I'm going to continue to do this until I have my entire city drawn in. I've drawn my cityscape. Now you're probably wondering what we're going to do with a pen. We are going to go back over and trace all of our lines that we've made with pencil with the pen. And we're using a pen so that we can see which ones we've gone over and which ones we haven't. It's important that we go back over our lines so that these grooves are really deep, and when we go to print it, they stay down in the bottom of the foam printing plate and not on top of the surface. So wherever it's white is where it's going to be printed with an ink, and wherever you're pressing into the foam plate is where it's going to stay the color of your paper. So this is kind of the basics of printmaking. So continue until you've got all of your lines traced over with the black ink. Okay, so I've traced all my lines with the black ink. I'm finished for the day. What I'm going to do is lightly put my name on the back. If you press too hard, what do you think is going to happen? Yeah, it's going to press through to the other side and you'll be able to see it in your print. So be sure that when you put your name on it, you're writing very lightly so that you don't press through the foam plate. So this is our first step. This is day one. Next week we will be creating a watercolor wash on our big paper, and we will be learning how to print make onto our paper. So have fun. You may go to a table and start now.